Hey guys, what is up? Hope everybody can hear me. I'm looking at the bottom just to see if anybody says we can't hear you. Happy Friday, Mark H. Good evening, Craig, channel member. And I'm not going to skip you guys up top. I was just making sure I can be heard. Hey man, channel member Scott Bruce 72, channel member B Shady, channel member Trump Guy ATX, channel member Paul Mills, channel member Kevin Weingardner 6034, channel member Marco, channel member. We got Mark H in here. We got Honey Bear 85, my original chickadee procuring buddy. And then there's Paul Mills right behind him who helped me with an SMG. Guys, there are a ton of you in here. Let me go back up here and say hey to everybody, and then we will talk about what's been going on in y'all's world, what's been going on in my world. Got Angelo was in here earlier, the channel member, and Marco. NFK20, I was thinking about you the other night, buddy. I haven't seen you around in a while, but I haven't been in a lot of lives either. Gone Haywire, good to see you, man. Does smell like button locks in here. Good to see you, brother. Let's see, we've got, I think that was about it. Marco Scamma, channel member, welcome, guys. And make sure that you see that I pinned the channel member giveaway for the Tucson. Should be pinned at the top of the chat in case you guys haven't left a comment yet. And we'll do some other stuff too, of course. Neil McKenzie, channel member, welcome, brother. And I know there are other live streams going on, and y'all are welcome to go wherever you need to go. I just have always, Colby, what is up, brother? Friday nights is just really the only night that works, right? So I know it's tough when you got other streams you want to watch, jump around, or know that I'll be here when other streams are over. I try to, and I haven't seen, have y'all seen if said faction is going live tonight? I assume they are. Joe Isabella, channel member, what's up, brother? Mayor Salt, what is up? Good to see you, man. Good to see all you guys. Are y'all hearing an echo? I know I hear it because I'm using my iPhone for this shenanigan over here. And when I mute it, I can't control it from over here, so it's weird. I don't mind hearing a slight echo if y'all aren't hearing it. Demonot, what is up, channel member and my brother? Good to see you guys. It is Friday, ground fog. I got your address. I got you mailed out. For some reason, it defaulted back to your iCloud email address to send you your tracking because I guess I'd sent you something way back before, but there was an iCloud address. I couldn't put your regular email address that you emailed me on. So you've got a tracking number waiting for you. If you need me to actually send it to you, let me know. Just send me an email or a DM and I'll copy it and paste it. But you went out, mailman picked it up today. Who else we got in here? Who else we got in here? If I missed you guys, I apologize. I would love to have a knife. I don't need any more knives. I would love to have a night where I'm caught up and I can feel engaged. Still trying. What is up, brother? We've been bumping into each other in lives. Kaleidoscope of Knives, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Y'all say hi to Kaleidoscope of Knives. We're glad to have you around, buddy. Neil McKenzie's been a member for 7 months. Hooray for me. Hooray for us. Thank you for the support, guys. I don't ever want anybody to feel like you need to be a channel member. I do definitely appreciate it. I'm trying to make that New Year's decision of where I go with the rest of my life. Thomas McDonald, what is up, channel member? Because I'm not at a place where I could do just YouTube or if I'd want to. But I'm a digital marketing guy by trade, and I've been working in corporate America for the last 10 years. So I could do some stuff on my own with a couple of agencies where I'm opened up to a lot of different industries. Or I've tried to think about who I could partner with in the actual knife community, who is a knife maker, who wants to like really, and it's tough in the knife business because it's a prohibited category under Google Ads. So as far as digital advertising goes, pre-roll videos, you can do it on adult content on YouTube, of course, the kind of content we post. But in terms of getting the message really out there and getting your reach and frequency, it's tough. Pedro Armstrong, channel member, So it's just me talking to myself, trying to decide what my next step in life is because I've got to get back to work. Angelo, channel member, I think I said hey to you, buddy. And just so you all know, and I'll continue to mention it through the night, because the other giveaway we'll do tonight will just be a numbers one. I think that's the fairest, and we never have too many people where it's ever hard to determine who wins, and it's fair. For some reason, I just don't trust really random generators as much. I do the comment generator because it seems to be pretty legit. And I don't ever fault anybody for winning a bunch of times because, like I've always said, it's a karma thing. These knives find their ways to you guys based on the karma and where they need to be, right? So I always encourage you to always enter, always win. I just want to mix it up and try to keep it fair so everybody's getting a good shot. Mark H, what is up? I think I said hey, but I'm not sure. Crispy Critter, debate, not hate, and the space. I love it, guys. I don't know if y'all can tell here, but on the Space Cat, it's not a Space Cat anymore. What I do is I go into my AI program on Bazaar. So I use actually 3 pieces of software to run my YouTube channel. One is iMovie, which comes on my iPhone, right? So I will record with my iPhone, either my top down or whatever video I'm recording, and I'll just do it one straight take. It's just a video. And then there's an app called Canva that Grateful Panic taught me about, which is kind of like graphic design for people who aren't graphic designers, right? That's where I design my logos. That's where I designed all my, if you want to call it collateral. That's where my intro that drives people crazy came from because it was a stock when I just changed the words. And it's where my little logo comes in that. So I've stitched those together. Real easy for me to do. I don't spend a lot of time. Try to spend time on coming up with more content other than being the greatest editor. I know I'll never be that. You got Cole, you got Rochambeau, you got Pocket Bill, you got pros out there that know how to deal with photography. For me, it'd be just something else to learn, another rabbit hole to go down. Don't need the animation. But long story short is, I want it to be as good as possible, right? And so I'll continue to throw it up there. I get a lot of comments, and they're all positive, like constructive criticism, where my mic kind of sucks. And I used to have a wireless mic that was worse. This is what I use now. It's not great, but there are very few I'm not technically challenged because I'm a digital marketing guy, but if I'm trying to use my iPhone as my primary recording device, it's really in my best interest to stick with a lightning adapter type of interface, right? Because I wanted to get some Rode mics. I had a Rode, this is a Rode, and I had a Rode little boom mic, I guess you'd call it, but it sucked. It was cheap. And I've got to go through the TSS, which is going through another adapter. I feel like it just gets lossy. So we'll get there. That was just me rambling because I ramble. It's Friday night. Which is weird for me to say because my weeks are just, I don't put out a lot of content and I never write scripts, but just trying to, when you're not bringing in a lot of knives, when you're not buying a lot of knives, and I've bought some pretty cool ones, so I'll show you guys in a sec, but you've kind of got to reinvent concepts. Like I've got to think about how can I group knives that people might not have seen, right? And I look at my collection very seldomly. I mean, I know when it changes. I know when I play with it. I play with it every day. I'm flipping and playing with it. Playing's the wrong word. But I'm grabbing my knives. I'm handling them. I'm maintaining them. I'm cleaning them up because to me it's therapeutic. So yeah, it's tricky. So that's what I've been doing since about the end of September when our whole tier of management got pretty much our jobs eliminated, which came with a little severance package which kept me alive, but it's time to get serious again. Chris229, what is up, channel member? Happy New Year, buddy. Yeah, 2023, guys. I can't thank y'all enough and making this a year that was so unexpected in terms of even knowing if I was going to stay, because 2023, if I go back and look, it's when I went from posting only shorts, because I ran the channel because I was always in live streams like you guys are, just communicating, getting to know the community. hanging out in everybody's stream. And I started just posting shorts because a client wanted me to help them understand their YouTube analytics. Well, you can watch YouTube videos or you can get an account. Little did I know that I was not going to get any analytic data from shorts. So I then started to have to post over 3 minutes to get analytic data. So I did a couple of early videos. They're all horrible. You can go back and watch them. I mean, I'm not telling you anything differently. I'm just telling it kind of in a different way. But so this has been really just a year journey so far, a little over a year. But man, it's been an awesome ride. It's been fun. I feel like we've all done it very organically, very low key. Because I'll never claim to be a knife expert. I told people when I would work with them, they were an advertiser. I was a digital marketing helper. I'd like to think of it as kind of a teacher of digital life, right? It's not digital marketing. It's helping a business exist and thrive in an ever-changing digital landscape, right? It's just always moving. So I always would tell them, if anybody ever comes in, because they do, it's a sales pitch, and they tell you they're a digital expert, fucking run. Because there is no such thing as a digital expert. It changes every day. So part of my hobby, part of my journey in learning digital marketing is I read blogs every day and just learn what's happening in the digital landscape. But it's the same with knives. I'm not an expert. I'll tell people, go watch Jared, go watch Stas on Cut Test. There's so much, because when I got into the community around COVID and started buying knives and watching videos, I knew different videos to watch for different things. And I'd always watch, I had my mind pretty much made up when I watched the first video in hindsight. And I'd look for different videos to give me more information. In some cases, I didn't necessarily want it. But it's good to see a lot of different content. So what I hope to do is give you guys a clear picture. My camera's good enough where you can see the knife, see how it opens, see how it cuts. On an overview or a long-term review, or even like a living with a knife for a couple of years, realize I don't carry it every day. I'm carrying several different knives. But I think I see enough of them and love the hobby that I can tell ones that I feel like were a great deal, like this that came in today, which is just next level for 99 bucks. And what's a really good deal, right? Because I don't find, and you won't see on my channel, a lot of shitty reviews, because this is stuff I'm seeking out for my collection, if that makes sense. If you see it, it's just like everything else legit, and I'll share it. I'll never cover it up. And I'll always give the maker, the company, a chance to make it right, like I did with Atlantic, whoever the F they are, out of wherever, who I emailed. And I hit them on social media, and I was like, I need to know what this knife is so I can do a review. They never got back to me. It's 48 hours. So anyway, that's not my intention, is to get clicks or get people to go. That's something I want to see. I just want people that are like I was, and I sure like to see what that knife looks like from this angle, or somebody just showing it to me and give me their feedback, because they're knife channels, and I'm not going to name any names, but that I watched early on and I still watch today, because I 100% know the human beings are credible and I trust their opinion. And I know if they're putting on a little bit of spiel, they tell us up front in their own way, and I can read through the bullshit. Work is way overrated, Saul. And they always said there was a book called the same thing, Do What You Love and the Money Will Follow. I think that to me is fantasy game, right? I would love to actually put together my digital marketing prowess, what I know about how to reach a lot of people, and then combine it with something I really love, but I don't really produce anything except a service. What I produce and what I've always sold is a service or a group of strategies, skills, tactics that people who are running a business, like I have in the past, don't really have time to think into. And why should they, right? Crazy Roach, what's up, buddy? Hey, everyone. Good to see you, man. I should have highlighted you like I did Chris. What's up, Chris? I know I'm missing some of you guys. I'll show you guys what we're giving away here in a second. But first, I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to show you this knife. It was a flick, and I don't know if it's still in stock. I picked it up at White Mountain Knives. As you guys know, certain Tucsons just make me go, all right, I'm going to take a chance on that knife. And what it was with this knife was the blade. The way the blade looked, it looked like, I forget the number Tucson, and I don't even know the Tucson of this one. It's TS382 maybe. But I love the blade shape of the other one that this reminded me of, but the other one's clip was almost unusable. One of you guys won it. I mean, it's usable, but it sucks. And so this knife, when I saw it on White Mountain Knives, it's in 390, carbon fiber, tumble titanium. I didn't know the designer. You guys might. The blade says Keanu, which is Keanu, and it's a numbered series, number 151 and 390. It's a Tucson 396, TS 396. Internal liner lock, satin blade, drop shutting is all get out. Has this little finger hole, which I love. You know, I'm not a thumb flicker, right, guys? But this one you can thumb flick because you've got carbon fiber. It's balanced on both sides. And it's the old school carbon fiber. When I say old school, looks like a carbon fiber sheet, right? It looks like fabric, or what I would think a two-pew proof vest would look like if you layered it all together. But this tall flat grind, when you feel it, it's so sticky. But it is just next level, goofy sharp. And the choil, I've been learning a lot from Jared's videos and looking at choils. But if you look at the plunge grind, which is the way I've got my weird colored lighting, I'll show it to you in the review, and you might have seen it in the unboxing. The plunge grind goes straight back, just like I love to see them. And you've got a little bit of where it grows out, but you have got, I would say, 1/8 of an inch to sharpen this. And it's so thin. I haven't done any dimensions. I just did an unboxing on this, and this was $99 before my 10% Divine 10 discount. And then I unboxed this, which was $33. And this is the Tucson, and it's a Mokhtar. Who's that guy? Is that Mokhtari? Hold on, let me get to his maker's mark. He's on a lot of my Tucsons. I want to say it's Mokhtari. But what's cool about this little knife, what I don't like is the bottle opener. And that's just a personal thing. I can use a Bic lighter, or I can use my finger and a pry bar for a bottle opener if I need to open a bottle. But this little guy, for one, it's D2. It was like $38 before my 10% discount. It is street scalpel slicey. It's got a nail puller and a real nicely designed fulcrum here at the end. And then it's got the bottle opener. And the other thing it's got, which a lot of these have, but this one's unique in that the tolerance is so tight. And this, all I can compare it to is a Weehawk bit. I ordered these from Amazon, these Weehawk bits. And this Weehawk bit goes in the bit holder. There's no pin, there's no magnet. But guys, it's not coming out. I mean, you've got to literally push it up in there. And it's getting a little looser now, because at first I had a really hard time getting in there. I get a chance to break out my laser to find my bit. Be with me, kids. I want to show you guys that too, because I did a project. I wasn't comfortable enough to do it on film. I would have recorded it for you, but the one reason I didn't want to record it for you is I wasn't sure I was doing it right. I was, it turns out, but I didn't know that till afterwards. But anyway, this is the Tucson. It's in my unboxing. I read it off the box. It didn't come with this strap. You'll see that it came with a little belt clip. But if you're looking to see if you want to carry an EDC Pixie and you already carry a pry bar, or you already carry a multi-tool, this little guy adds a very usable D2 blade. So, a couple of weeks ago, I picked up from Meritac this DX Reach, which is an LEP, I think it is, a laser emission projector or something. So basically it's got a laser that it converts through a lens to white light. It converts blue light laser beam to white light through this filter. It tells you how to do it, doesn't it? But anyway, you know, it came with these little glow-in-the-dark rods. It's got 6 slots there. And it told me what size they were. And so I ordered some tritium from Mixaglow over in Russia. I ordered pink, and they're all showing pink because I've got red light, but I've got a pink, blue, green, pink, blue, green. And I ordered the glue that they recommended, which was this UV NO61, and I'm probably getting that number wrong, but it's a special optics UV glue that all of the tritium places that I was reading about recommended. And it wasn't expensive, it wasn't cheap. It was like 12 bucks, and I got 1 cc, and that was enough for this and probably 2 more lights. They also sell it in 3 cc's, which is probably a better deal. But the guy, I got it in Hawaii, and it was packed up so well because they've got to keep it out of the sun, right? Because I loved working with it, because I've always worked with super glue and other adhesives where you've got a little bit of time, shit starts to go bad quick because it's hardening up. Well, I watched several videos on how people install tritium with this stuff. And what's great about it is you can just take a toothpick and, like, for example, this one, I stick the tritium through this tube in the hole, but most of the reservoir is right here. That's where the bulk of it lays. So I would hold it like this, and I would get my toothpick, and I filled that little channel about 1/8 of the way up. So I made sure the whole bottle was, or the whole bottom was covered in that NO61 or whatever the hell it was. And then I would take some tweezers and I'd run my little tritium tube in there. I'd move it around. I'd get a paper towel, wipe off my excess, get it nice and level in there. And then I'd take my O-light, my little O-light, my little Seeker Mini 4, and in 15 seconds I had it cured. So I went to the next one. It was the easiest process. Now, the stuff Lefty's trying to do by drilling it into his is insane, but I really like it. I keep it on my bedstand at night, and the tritium is really bright. And the reason I keep it there, because I think this light's strong point would be to blind a would-be intruder while I was deciding if he was a risk to my health and putting my other tritium on him. Gosh, I'm behind. Knife Nut 69 inbound. Both channel members, what's up, guys? Keep Thatch, what's happening? Pedro Armstrong, channel member, El Cap Addict. Lord, has 3 more days of vacation. That is awesome, buddy. Dwayne Letterman and Marco, channel member. Colby's still here. Todd Carr, channel member, is here. Our general giveaway will probably qualify for international shipping, by the way. I'm not sure about that. Not a channel. What's up? Good morning, my brother from another mother. What is happening? What is happening, guys? I'm trying to get to the bottom, and I'm trying not to miss anybody. B-Mac, what is up, brother? Knife Nut 69 channel member. I hope I said hey to you, because I'm getting ready to show NFK 20 Knife booster member for 6 months, helping Javon thrive in 2023. And guys, I feel this little channel. What's going on, Gene, Kayla? Welcome, guys. Gene, Kayla Johnson. Hey, it's the Johnsons. What's up, guys? But thank you guys for helping this little channel thrive this year. I mean, I think we've done it in a really fun way. I think we've done it in a very credible way. And I'm just stoked that you guys are interested in my crazy knife journey. Hopefully, when you watch me do something stupid, at least it gives you a little bit better feeling about yourself. Lord Needham, what is up, brother? Thank you. Thank you, Knife Nut. You guys, time does fly. Time absolutely does fly. Angelo, what is up, brother? Let me reach back here, and we'll have some giveaways for just anybody in here if we know you. But this is a sweet knife right here, guys. This used to be one of my favorite Tucsons, and then had a chance to buy one that was anode from White Mountain Knives. I bought both of mine new. One of them got out of here early this year, but this one's M390. It's a flicker only knife, but it thumb flicks fine. I hate thumb flipping. Middle finger flips like a dream. The D10's dialed. It's a full-size knife, I'll say. Now, I'm a medium, large-size hand guy, not an XL or 2XL, but it fits my hand really well. And I think let's see what we're looking at here. So right at a 3 3/4 blade, roughly, and a 4 1/4 inch handle. But you can't really see it here. It's got micro milling at the top. Let's see if we'll do it over here. Here and here, it's got micro milling. Just done very, very well. And this is our same look. Looks our Motari. I wonder if this is the guy that signs the paychecks over there. And they just use his signature everywhere. But guys, somebody's going to win this, and I hope you guys love it. This will be a Continental US ship knife. Must be 18. And I wish you guys luck on that. All you have to do is go to the comments here in the live stream. I've got the entry video pinned. So if you're a channel member and you haven't left a comment in there yet, you just go up, you click on it, you leave a comment, and then you can go, because you don't, I mean, I'd love for you to stay, but channel members do not have to be present to win. Do not have to be present to win. Jim, welcome, channel member. Good to see you, brother. T-Fetch. I spend so much time in analytics, dude. I'm Google Analytics certified in the big way. I'm Google Analytics certified. I'm 4.0 certified. It gives me a headache because I'm an English psychology major. So what's weird about it is I hate anything math related, but something about analytics, Google Analytics or YouTube Analytics or Facebook Analytics, when I'm linking it to a campaign or some type of way that we are projecting a message to try to get traffic to that site, I find it fascinating to be able to correlate the two. So I've kind of learned it a different way. I look at it kind of as being a voyeur more than being a statistician. Pizza operator, channel member, what is up, guys? So I think I've got the first TSA approved knife for a giveaway. And this is just one of our random giveaways. Are y'all familiar with this? Or do y'all know the history behind this? This is the Spyderco Roadie. My understanding is Spyderco designed this knife when the TSA was getting ready to pass a law to let certain type of knife that fit very strict restrictions back on airplanes. This knife fits all those restrictions. However, the law never passed, so we still don't take knives on airplanes. However, the Roadie was born out of it. This knife has got this forward choil. I really like it. I've got a slip that I can't include with it. I can't because I've got to put another knife in it. But a small slip, a small coffin slip, and this choil right here in the front, just like all Spydercos, gives you a lot of grip for a really small, cute knife. I want to say the blade steel is N690. Let me see. Montiago, Italy. This is an Italian-made Spyderco N690. So this will be a little Canadians welcome giveaway that we'll do probably the number game here in a little bit, or we could do it soon. That's up to you guys. And then we'll find something fixed to give away or something different to give away outside of the normal that I want channel members to enter too. I want everybody to enter those. But check out a couple of new knives that came in that I'm totally stoked about. This one more than any other. Are y'all familiar with this knife? I'd never experienced one before. Somehow I missed it at Blade Show. This is the Tuya Mutt. And this is a little knife that Dave Warren, Tuya Knives, and Colin Mason Pierre, Brother Devo, designed. And I have loved it ever since I got a chance to try it. Has a great flipper tab, if that's your gig. It's a small flipper tab and it works very well. And then it's got the little deployment hole. I like the Toxic carbon fiber. It's kind of my jam. Super sharp. I love Colin's designs. So that came in. Really, really stoked about that. And then with that, I got the opportunity to try this bitch. This is a V2 Caladan. Jim Skelton's partnership with Tuya. And guys, I didn't understand this knife. My buddy A to Z has the V1 and he's bringing it by to me. Actually, I'm going to get it tomorrow because before I do the review on this, I want to carry that knife for a couple of days and I want to learn what the differences are, just so I'm experienced, since I never really had more experience with his except looking at the white carbon fiber on it and being very impressed with the action. I didn't understand the aesthetic of the knife. I've totally gotten past that now because I understand that it's all about ergos when the knife's deployed. They're flipper tabs covered by the titanium, same grip, great spear point blade, S90V, gives you reverse grips for days, whether you go inside or outside. To me, it's a very tactical EDC knife. And then the action. And I'm not a flipper only guy, even though lately I've purchased a lot of flipper only knives. So I'm excited to try these guys and let you know what I think. What I can tell you is I have never picked up a Colin Mason Pierre knife I did not love. Hold on, buddy. Let me look. I'm a slacker. TS. I'm going to go this route. 430. Boom. Guys, I'll tell you right now, I could live off Tucson knives if I did not have this affliction with buying all kinds of knives because I'm a knife freak. There are enough good designs at Tucson. Is this the knife? I don't have the video up, but I pulled up the knife. It looks like a screamer. And the pricing, guys, that's what flips me out. Like, I'll go to my account and I'll show you guys this knife was 99 bucks before discount. And that was it's not cheap. I know that's a lot of money, but for M390 and titanium, I had to take a chance on it. But like I say, I'm very pro-American. I'm very pro a lot of knives, but the bottom line is Tucson makes some great stuff. Hey, JD for EDC. I didn't check. Did your knife come today, bud? Mine's coming tomorrow. Let me know what you think about it. And I appreciate you swapping me out. JD for EDC and I did a lush shuffle. But I did not check. Let me check shit real quick. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom. Good pirate ship. Shane was delivered. Michael Upchurch is still in transit. Lord Needham, I am talking to myself. I'm bad when I don't have people to communicate with and I get off on these little squirrel tangents, like looking at knives. I'll find myself looking at knives and I'll forget I'm on a live stream. I'll just be back there looking at knives, not paying attention to shit. It's not because I do it with any type of disregard for the love that I have for every one of you. I do it because my brain is so miswired that I could fall into some rabbit hole without even thinking about it. Marisol, I've been looking at lights, but I'm trying not to get. I wish I'd been a little more. What's the word I'm looking for? A little more choosy in my first and second light, because I got two focus works. I got the F3 from Urban EDC. That was my first big boy light that I love. It's got a 5,000 more white light. And then on Black Friday, Focus Works was having a sale, and I got a really good deal on an F2, which is pretty much the same light, but it's got a 4,000 chip, so it's going to be a warmer light. But I really like these lights. And I'm scared to watch. I've been watching Lefty's videos, but I can't go that deep down the rabbit hole. I did look at that dead, what was it called? Dead something lights that they have at Recon 1 for like $325 that has the secondary light, the secondary color. Do you know what I'm talking about? Dead. Let me show you what I'm talking about. And then I promise you I will not go off on lights Let me go to Recon 1, which, by the way, is a dangerous site because you will spend money if you're like me that you don't have, or you have it, but you could do better things with it. Let's go flashlight. And I will go from low to high because all these flashlights are crazy expensive. This freaking thing is so slow. All right, I'm not going to do this. Anyway, they had a really cool light. Lefty did a review on it. I'd like to get another light, but when I look at what, yeah, the Dr. Jones driver. Now, what's the advantage of that? I know, is it the Dragon driver that allows you to have a secondary color? And then, because Lefty, the way I look at it, every light that he'll eventually have for sale is disqualified because I know he's taking it apart. So he's inevitably fucked it up somewhere along the way. But I commend him for going so deeply and learn for people like me. I saw the La Luma. I'll tell you who has them there, Salt, where I've been looking is DLT. DLT has La Luma, Diamond Slim, and an Ion Slim, I think. And then they have some CWB little 13.5 lights. And then they have one La Luma light with 3 emitters, but it doesn't look like it has a secondary color. Let me show you. And then I promise you won't do that. Because what I do is when I look at, okay, this light's $325, I really love it. I think, oh my God, I'm getting ready to buy a light where I could buy a cool ass knife that I'm going to use a lot more. That's just me. But I can definitely see the draw to flashlights. Because, oops, I went to hit share and I hit stop video. Let me show you what I'd be talking about here. All right, it wasn't DLT. It must have been GP. Hold on. And I know there are a lot of other places to find them too. Yeah, this is going to start with these two really nice patina brass and patina copper CWF micro Arcadians. So they got the La Luma Metalcraft Diamond Slim, which looks like the Ion Slim. Is the only difference the cage there or the tube? And then they carry the CFW micro Arcadian, which I like. And this looked interesting because if I'm not mistaken, this is that diamond driver or dragon driver. No, yeah, red dragon driver, but it doesn't have 2 colors. What do you think about those, Marisol? I'm gonna get all the way down to the bottom so I can watch him answer me so I can get away from lights forever and not do this to y'all. Kaleidoscope of Knives gifted 5 memberships, guys. Thank you, buddy. Let's see who got memberships so y'all can go get registered for the giveaway, the member giveaway. There'll be other giveaways too, but let me see. All right. JD for EDC was gifted a membership from Kaleidoscope of Knives. Mark H was gifted a membership. Mysum, MYSMI was gifted a membership. Chuck It, Brother Chuck It FPV was gifted a membership. And Edgy American, my brother from another mother, was gifted a membership. Everybody, even you, Edgy, even though it's a Chinese night, register, leave a comment in the in the pinned comment at the top of the screen. And thank you, Kaleidoscope of Knives. I appreciate that, buddy, more than you know. Too kind. But Chef Rocky, what's up, brother? Josh Branson, channel member, what is up? Josh, I've got one slip joint on the table. I don't know if you can see it. No, it's got a little thing over it. Oh. Maddie, what's up, guys? Y'all, I can do this. I promise you. I can do it. I can do it. All I have to do is you guys have to buckle up, put on your seatbelts, because anytime we ride through that my brain, it can get bumpy. It can get scary. Joe Isabella, you're the best, my man. I've got Joe's work right here. Where'd it go? Right there. And right there. I keep it with me always. Did you guys see my little Plague Doctor incense burner? I don't burn incense in him. But ever since I went on my Plague Doctor fetish, I had to get that little guy. I thought it was cool. All right, back to knives. Get my squirrel brain back to, this is cool. So this little knife, I did not know what it was, but this is part of that gift pack from Faustine they sent out with some swag. That'll make it to a giveaway, like a tote, stuff like that. But this is a little knife I couldn't find on their site. And after watching Lefty's live last night, I learned it's a chickadee. And it will be released down the road. This one's got an actual little Christmas ornament on the pivot. But this little knife, for a small knife, has thumb studs, a front clipper. Whoops. That was user error. My knuckles were rubbing knives underneath it. A little low profile. Can you see that little flipper tab? This little guy is done very well. I can't imagine it being very expensive. It's G10 and $14C28N. But I was very tickled. I mean, it was a neat little package. It took some thought to put together. Really cool stuff that'll get passed on to you guys. One of the things was, and I've got it over there, I'd pick it up and show it to you. I did it in the unboxing, but it's got a little pack like Ian Coates carries. It's not nearly the same quality, but you know, you can put patches on, you can put your stuff in there. Really cool coaster. You know, coasters that usually come, they're kind of cardboard. This is the real deal coaster. But just cool stuff. A lot of cool swag. This, which I've already claimed, this is just a little titanium square, but what makes it interesting is when you play with it on your desk and roll it, the way it rolls is very unique. So yeah, just kid stuff, right? Big boy kid stuff. Donald's been a member for a month. Buddy, thank you guys, all of you, for a fantastic 2023, and I'm looking forward to a fantastic 2024. I'll have a lot of changes early in 2024, just figuring out which way I'm going to get back into professional, what would you call it, responsible citizen mode, whether I'm going to do that in freelance capacity or go back to corporate America. Pretty Fly, what is up? Chris Hinkle, what is up, brother? Channel members both. I've been an ostrich with my head in the sand, even thinking about it. hey man, what is up? Just because I don't feel like thinking about it, but I need to. So yeah, that'll be going on, and then really thinking about ways to come up with engaging content for you guys. You know, because knives are great. I'm trying to avoid pass around groups and things like that, not because I don't appreciate them, but I think my channel is unique a little bit in that it's always been about knives that I've sought out to buy for one reason or another, right? With the exception of knives like this that was sent to me by Dave Warren to try out, right? So that those tritium knives that I showed you, I did not seek these out, but I had some experience with them in the past. But most everything that I bring into the channel are knives that I go out and find. So I don't want to go back, even though the reviews, if you look at the overviews that I did 9 months ago, they were 3 minutes long and they didn't really give you much of an overview. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out first thing I need to do for my New Year's resolution, and I need to just make it a reality, is I need to start reading and replying to comments because I could ask you guys to tell me how you'd like to see the channel go, and I would be willing to do that. But I'm overwhelmed by comments, and I feel like if I get to one, I have to get to them all, and there's so many. It's one of those things that makes me go because I'm just weird panic attack kind of guy. Forest member for as long as I have been able to have members. Forrest is the man, the myth, the legend behind all the cool Hanks in the community. I appreciate you, Forrest. I hope you're registered. Everybody get registered, new members too, to our video up top. And that one we'll probably do last because you don't have to be here for that one. Chris, Tina Turner, what's up? Working and lurking. I'm glad you're lurking, buddy. That's always okay. I know how it is. I drive and listen a lot, and I feel guilty even letting people know that I'm lurking. Jim, I agree. I agree. This one was $375. It was an Urban EDC deal, and this one was $100 less than that. Both of which are way too expensive for a light for me. But just like I couldn't see pulling the trigger on a 940 2 years ago, I could never see pulling the trigger on a slip joint. What did people use fixed blades for? It's a weird hobby addiction. I mean, I don't know what. I'll give you a good example. This night, or this light, both of these are from CountyCom. And these are expensive laser lights. This one was $94, and this one was $149. I added the tritium to it. But this light is a lightsaber. Again, it's not a floodlight, but if I wanted to find an owl in a tree 3,000 yards away, this would be the light to do it. If it was 1,500 yards away, I'd want to use it with this little light. But then I've got these lights that I carry all the time, which is really the only light I need, bright or low. Why would I buy them? I don't know. I have a problem. If you look at anytime I do, and I've got several flashlight overviews that I need to get done. I don't have a passion for it the same way. But every time I do one, I break out my other lights, and I'm amazed at what I've accumulated. We'll add that into one of the giveaways tonight that we're getting ready to do. We're getting ready to do a number giveaway because you guys are here early and I appreciate it. And we are going to give away, let me find the light. All right. I've been drinking these white chocolate double shot energy drinks, and they're leaving us like, it feels like elves have knitted sweaters on my lips. Feels really kind of yucky. But anyway, this is a little stream light, I want to say. Yeah, it's a little rechargeable string light. Simple, couple of brightnesses. 1, 2, 3. I may be able to find the box. So the first little giveaway is Joe Lancelot Leather in here. Aging Joe. Aging Joe. I'm scrolling forward, guys. I'm sorry. Joe's probably not in here, but I need to connect with Joe on said faction later because I've got some scales to send him. All right. So where did I put the little Spyderco? All right, guys, bear with me. I can't do a giveaway if I can't find the chip. Here it is. So that little guy and that little guy and a little 3D printed fidget slider. How about that? So we got a nap, we got a light, and I think it's going to be international friendly. So we've got 84 people in here, which I think may be a record. So I'm going to get my little notepad, and as much as we all hate the number game, I think it's the most fair way. If y'all hate it, tell me now, and I can do random, but it just always doesn't seem random to me. That's just me personally. Numbers, things like that seem to give you a better chance. All right, so I'm going to get the 420 out of there, not to confuse anybody. I know, Wombat, I do too, buddy. But it's a lot easier to do the StreamYard random. But as a non-statistical guy in English psychology, dude, I see inconsistencies with it, for what that's worth. I think it's to y'all's best interest to look at this numbers game and just a guess. There are only like 86 of you guys in here. And we're going to say the numbers that we're going to choose through are between 500 and 700. And my number has been picked. So once I type start, wait till I type start, and then you'll type a number from 500 to 700. So here comes the start. All right, guys, the start went in at 912 on my screen. Blade Ogre channel member, what is up? And we're at 500 to 700 are our numbers. Y'all take your time to do some picking. Yeah, guys, trust me. The numbers game is harder on this side than the random picker. That's why I like doing videos for the subscriber giveaways. But then I'm afraid that I might pick up a bunch of people who just want to come for giveaways, right? Ed Harrison, channel member, what's up? Howdy, nobody listens to Eric. How are you, brother? So that's why I don't like to post the word giveaway anywhere, or I don't like the members giveaways. Nobody sees those except members, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know. It's tricky. Let me look at numbers, which I should be doing. What I got mine circled. Let's see. I don't see that anybody's gotten it yet. Oh yeah, and like you say, you got to be closest without going over, unless I choose the lowest number where you couldn't go under. Ooh, that was close. All right. So do we think everybody's pretty much in? I still see a couple. Ed Harrison's been a member for 9 months. Do you realize that we could have had a baby in that amount of time? Ed, I appreciate you, brother. That is a huge commitment. I'm from Alabama, my friend. I am in North Alabama, a little town called Huntsville. And yeah, I kick it up here. 534, Paul Aguirre. Do we have everybody in? We got Homer Felitas, channel member, just got 547 in. Numbers 500 to 700, guys. 500, 700. Is everybody in? Because I'm going to type a stop here in a second, but I don't want to cut anybody out if they're trying to get in. So get in, and then I'll put a stop up in about 10 seconds. Rocket Town is exactly right. And I'll tell you guys a trick. Ant got a number in late. Yeah, Josh, I'll wait for you, buddy. 500 to 700, buddy. Anywhere in between there. Throw a number up. It's fine if you just got here to throw it in. Yeah, y'all don't let me forget to tell y'all my Rocket City story, why I'm even here and not in Russia. Although if I was in Russia, I'd be closer to Count of Sand. Evening, Ant. How are you, bud? Michael, I was just looking at that, buddy. It still is in transit. Hold on a second. I'll tell you exactly what's happening with it. And then I'm going to push stop, guys. So everybody get your number in between 500 and 700. Yeah, it's kind of gone all around. And it just departed. Where did it depart? Just weird. I had it happen with the Grail, Birmingham. So it's coming back. It looks like it's coming back to me, which I can't imagine why, buddy. It makes no sense. But I'll figure it out. We'll get you taken care of. That's the most important thing. All right, I'm gonna throw stop up. Zach, did you get a number in, buddy? 500 or 700 for a fidget slider, a Streamlight, and a Spyderco Roadie. Throw a number up, buddy. Zach, throw a number from 500 to 700, my man. All right, if Zach comes in after I push stop, he gets counted. I'll tell you what I got today. Well, first of all, I got a phone call. There's the stop, guys, from my buddy, Dark Gravity. He might join us tonight, but he might not. And he had found me this at one of his shopping sprees, this Benchmade hoodie with Benchmade on the back, which I think is very cool. And he also gave me an old school, early on DSKFS patch. That was our number, guys. 675. So that's what we're looking for. That's what I'm looking for to see who won our little number giveaway. And I saw some close ones. I saw 676. Now I'm not seeing any fucking numbers. What's going on here? All right, got to go higher. I go higher. All right, here are a bunch of numbers. So let's see where we started. Ooh, there's a close one. All right. So guys, I'm not looking at the bottom of the chat. I'm sorry, I'm up here at the top, and I'm just going to scroll down. There's my start, 638. I'm looking for 675. 675. 666. There are a lot of 666. 673. Chuck it. See if we got anybody closer than 573. Whoop, I was wrong. I thought Chuck had 673. It was 573. I'm brain dead. Sorry. 666. We could have a big, and poor Brian, man. 676. 1 digit off. Did anybody go 667? Ooh, Pitt. Coming in with 672. That's over 666. I'm still scrolling, guys. Looking for 674 or 675. $674 or $675. Do you guys see anybody closer than Brother Pitt? And I'll go find us another. Where's Zach's guess? All right, guys. I see Pitt is the man. Am I missing somebody? Yeah, Pitt, I think you're closest, brother. Pitt, that's what I'm thinking too. No, we all see that. You said that. That's funny. Anthony. All right, Pitt, I'm going to just throw up my email here. Whenever you get a chance, and if you get a chance tonight, I'll send it out tomorrow. Even though it'll have to come in a big padded envelope because my small ones got tied up till Monday. Now yours will probably come in. Well, maybe it will. Just throw that up there. Whoops, I hit the wrong thing. Not because I don't love Maddie. Hey, Maddie, are you guys are going live tonight, right? I was looking for your tag earlier and I couldn't find it, but that doesn't mean anything. I just want to make sure I'm paying attention to shit like that. But yeah, guys, this Kaiser right here, when it comes back in stock, I would easily pay $180 for this knife. For it to be $99, is just too good. Hey, Maddie, it's no big deal, buddy. I get it. I just do it because I'm a OCD kind of guy. But guys, I'm gonna tell you something I bought on a whim, and the review is coming shortly. And I have been very, very impressed. And I reached out to Luke because I was a slow grabber of this. Because in all honesty, things that attract us to knives are, I think, the most subjective part of it. There is their aesthetic. That's why I've told Lefty I never liked the Stout 2. Nothing against the Stout 2. It was a very popular design. It didn't speak to me. I've bought every Devo knife since and love every one and probably would love the Stout. But this was one of those knives that I almost passed on because I didn't like the look. What kept bringing me back to it was people's reviews, the fact that I watched Luke design it on every Saturday for his stream. I'm creeping those streams every Saturday almost. and the hollow grind. So I grabbed one, shipped out super quick, and I have loved it. I don't know if you all have had a chance to try one yet, but this knife is $125. I think it's OEM by Kuhn. It's a front flipper if you guys are into that. It's got a very easy front flipper. If you're into front flipping, the detent's a little stout, but you want it that way. But for the thumb flick or the middle finger flick, it flies open because it's just done so well. Whoops, I hate thumb flipping. You guys know that. But as a cutter, as a tool, this knife is unique in that the hollow grind is tall enough to really be a slicer, and the point is acute enough to dig splinters out of your hand. It's a smaller knife than I thought it would be after seeing it on pictures. But just from the sound, everything about it, just well done. I love seeing new knives come to market that do things different, people willing to take a chance. And this is a great knife. Hats off to Lou. Anthony, that's the same. For me, I was always interested to it, or interested in it, but it just never was one of those like, I gotta have it, you know? But one of the things that really attracted me to it, that helped me get over the initial weirdness of the blade, was the black hardware. The black on the tie. I don't have my black on tie nip out here yet. I brought my solid black tonight, but I love that black on tie look. I don't know if you watched Kevin's video today of his recap Devo knives, but it sounds like they're going to do a lower price point on the nip. Same type of materials, but a little less blade steel. Whereas this one's 175, try to bring it down closer to that. Great little knife. Member giveaways not picked yet, Wombat. All you gotta do, Steve, is leave a comment, and then even if you're not here, you guys don't have to stay around for that, but I usually make sure that everybody, let's see how many comments we have. Let me look at it. But no, it has not been picked yet, and it won't be picked usually till later, just because I want to make sure everybody gets in there. And then once the winner's chosen, I'll always find the winner, right? I won't just say, oh, they're not here, we're going to draw again. That'd be rude. Let's see how many comments we got. If I could work YouTube, it'd be easier. Let's see. How many comments? How many comments? Where is it showing that? I always forget. 74 comments. So we are, no, you're not, Tactical Terry. You're right on time, buddy. We'll be here, or we'll be over at said faction. We're easy to find on Friday nights. But yeah, we're at 74 comments. I'm never opposed to pulling the drawing really at any time. It's just that I would love for Stas's design is going to be great. It sounds like an explosion. What's the name of it? It has something to do with his accident. He named it Fireball, the Fireball. But yes, we have done one of the just one of the random giveaways. We've got 74 comments. So Coppola, if you've entered, if we've had everybody, the new members, we had 5 new members tonight who I read out, who I want to make sure they leave a comment in there. And then we will be giving away this. But while y'all chat amongst yourselves, I will go find something else for just a random giveaway. And I'm trying to think what that would be. I've got one thing that would be cool. I just don't think I have a pop somewhere. Y'all give me a second. Talk amongst yourselves. Here, take a look at my nappy beard comb. Be right back. Whoops. All right. I found something. It's actually really cool with the caveat or two. And it's actually indirectly, it was gifted to me, which makes me think about, do I want to give it away? Hold on. I don't care yet. I don't think he'd mind. This guy here. Nope, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do a giveaway again in a second, and maybe we'll do it after the member giveaway. But I'm gonna give away a knife that really needs a sheath, depending on how you carry it. It's an American-made knife. It comes in this sheath right here, which is more of a cover than a sheath, right? There's no retention in that. I have two of these. It is an MW Steelworks out of South Carolina, a knife that was given to me by E&G because it matched the little one that I had, a little drop point. It's RWL 34. It is stupid sharp. It was one that if I didn't have a bloomin' million freaking fixies, I would send it to Joe for a sheath because it's a micar to handle. It's a little guy, but it's the real deal. Made in the US, made very well by Marcus over at MW Steelworks. I picked it up at Traditional Pocket Knives. They carried them while he had them for a while. And this is the sheath that they shipped in. So, it's not going to necessarily poke through it, but it's not, I've dropped it in my pocket before, but I didn't feel comfortable carrying it. I thought I'd drop it out. So it would be a great knife to get and have somebody or make yourself a little sheath that'll give you the attention that you want. And it's a great little knife. Or, like I did, keep it around the house, use it as a package opener, use it as a whatever. But it's a nice knife. So this guy is, again, made in South Carolina. They were sold at Traditional Pocket Knives for a while. I picked up a drop point, and then brother E&G knew I liked it and sent me this one. And yeah, but I've picked up so many wicked fixies since. This is probably one of my favorites. Check this out. I think I've shown you guys this. And you see how that black light just waxed the color on that 80s camo carbon? What a beautifully handcrafted knife. And this guy, Colin, had probably 12 of these in Nashville, a lot with Damascene, a lot of different finishes, and every one of them were perfect. I mean, when you look at these, trying to find inconsistencies because it's all done by hand, of what templates, of course, I'm sure. But this is the EDW by Mag 10 Knife Works or Mag 10 USA. And this is another one I need to start carrying more. I'm getting ready to do a video I've done, which for me is kind of weird because I'm not a very tactical guy, but I've done my top 10 USA made tactical folders. And I'm getting ready to do Javon's tactical fixed blades. For me, it's saving a Slurpee in the city to hopefully somebody my size or smaller. So my tactical isn't a Rambo knife, but this is a driver defense, dusted driver, splinter, just a chunk of Magna Cut, made about 45 minutes away from me, and just a knife that I know could come in handy in a lot of different situations. Just a banger. What was I going to show you? Nobody's seen Joe yet, have you? Hey, never mind, Maddie. I'll send him a message on the IGs. Or Maddie, do you have Joe's mailing address that you could maybe DM me? I was going to kick in something that he won Monday night when we were on Pocket Metals, some scales. I've been waiting for after Christmas, and now I've got it, but I can send them out tomorrow. But I'll reach out to him and find out. So I'm going to do that video. And then I thought I'd do some videos with knives that, here's a really expensive knife, and here's a knife that costs 1/5 of it, that's for all practical purposes just as good and very similar. I've got a couple of knives in mind, and again, they're not the same. It kind of reminds me of when Lefty did the Oz Roosevelt and the Asher Nomad, which was a very accurate. As a matter of fact, I'm going to use the Nomad and a different knife that's similar to a Rosie, but not a Rosie, because I think there are a lot of knives out there that are as good in most cases as knives that cost a lot more, right? So I would have never thought I would buy a over $300 knife, and I since that have bought over $500 knife. It's not a good place to be, but what I was saying earlier is we could all get by on just a couple of good knives. When I say good, well made, I look at something like a Migueron Moirel for $47 in G10 and 1428C. What a great knife. That knife and maybe a big clunky cold steel or something is really all we'd ever need, right? Or maybe a fixed blade to go with it. But I guess it's kind of like pins, or if you're into jewelry, which I'm not, or if you're into shoes, which I'm not. We like things for different reasons, right? So there's a wide variation of knives on this table, but there are knives on this table that are every bit as good, both in action and fidgetability, that cost oh yeah, I'm sure, Satrad, I worry about that. And right now, brother Lord Needham, one of my brothers from another mother, is offered to send me his, and I'm going to send him a knife that he wants to try out, which I'm going to do after the holidays calm down. But I know what it's going to lead to. It's going to lead to the reason I fixated on this knife. I didn't think I would ever. I've handled that knife, the Evo, at 2 different blade shows, and always convinced myself it wasn't my jam. And then my local buddy, A to Z EDC, a really good friend of mine, let me use his Koenig Arius flipperless, which would be my dream Koenig, and his Evo 3.0 to check out for a week to do reviews on. I thought when I left his house that I'd probably fall in love with the areas. I'd already handled the Evo and had ruled it out in my mind. But after carrying those two knives for probably 4 days and 4 days, it was the total opposite. I was able to, with good conscience, rule out the areas. Well, now we've got a mini areas, which is a whole nother problem that I'm having to wrestle with. But I was in on the Evo. I knew I'd have to have one at some point. It's too big for me. It's not practical. It's overpriced for what it is. But I pay for design and I pay kind of to vote for things that I think are super cool. I had a guy comment today on one of my videos that he just happened to come across my, because I don't get into my comments like I should, but he was just like, ridiculous. And I replied, I agree. That's why I bought it. You know, I didn't buy it because I thought, well, that would be good to clean my toenails with. I bought it because it's fucking crazy. And somebody had the balls to draw it and come to a company and say, you know what, I think I want to make and sell this. And people go, you know what, let's do it. That, my friends, is why we should buy crazy shit, even if it's not altogether usable. Now, I'm not saying promote things just because they're crazy. I'm just saying if you see something and you know that there's no practical application for it, but it's giving you the feels, like this one did to me in a big way. And I'm almost ready to let it go, but it's giving me the feels in a big way. And I have no regrets of buying this knife, which is one of my most expensive purchases in 2023. But when I look at the amount of materials that I have here, it makes sense to me. But I couldn't argue with that guy. This is ridiculous. It's a folding shovel. You know, I mean, the way that this is a tactical knife is fold it up, hold it like this, and fling it at somebody. This thing will get more and more centrifugal force as it spins. And if this hit me in my shoulder, it would break my collarbone. Word. No doubt there. My pivot's a little loose. I've got to find a coin. Hold on. I kept one right over here with tape on it. Where'd that son of a bitch go? Don't look, Pitt. I'm using the spine of the Roadie to tighten my pivot. Ever so slightly. So yeah, that's ridiculous. I think most of the knives, as I go through and continue this channel journey, whatever it is, I am an absolute compulsive idiot. I totally enjoy it. I mean, I totally enjoy the hobby, and I've always been, I can go back 20 years, and I've always had a small collection. And I've got, in my dad's safe from when I was kids, I've got some cool fixed blades and stuff that I took dove hunting. Good knives. I think they're cases. But I do not need to constantly want to acquire knives. But even though I don't carry them, like I won't get a knife that'll get 20 days in my pocket, I've never been able to carry just one knife for a month. I need to do that. I need to find the challenge. I know a lot of you guys do it and carry like a service setup for a month. I'm always picking something different. It just happens that way. And usually more than one knife a day, right? I'll carry a knife in the morning, carry a knife in the afternoon, carry a knife in the evening. But it's just because I love to have different knives. And I don't know where that happened, because it started with the CEO of CRKT that I ordered from Blade HQ after probably watching Zach and Ben's show on Blade HQ. That was one of the first, I didn't at the time know, but they were selling me shit big time because they're Blade shows. I mean, they're Blade HQ. But I was watching them kind of like I was watching MC, kind of like I was watching Jared and stuff like that. Jared was always my favorite because he was just starting out, and I really appreciated his openness with his past. I think a lot of us in the community have history. I don't think we should ever feel like we should be ashamed or hide from our history. I think it's always empowering if you can use it as a force of good. Of this is where I was. This is what got me there, in my opinion, and this is how I'm personally trying to get out of it. But yeah, I mean, if I was going to say which knife have I carried the most this year, it's at different periods of time. Most recently, it's probably been the Lamia. But for the last week, and this is a knife that is not my normal jam. This is a knife I used to not have any interest in. This is a Strider crosshatch S&G, and it's on washers, so it's not a smooth, fidgety knife, right? I even have to kind of not two-hand close it, but it's not a false shutter knife. But it's freaking awesome. It's just a great knife. And if I had not purchased that Grow EF225 and brought it in and just done a honest, what do I think about this knife? I would have not fallen in love with that pattern of knife. And I think that one Grow, which is why I'm convinced that Strider lets that go on. From that one Grow purchase, I've bought 2 Protect Striders and 1 Strider, and I'm looking at another Strider right now. Probably not going to buy it, but I was surprised at how inexpensive they are. And if you guys are looking for a Strider, hit me up, find out kind of what your needs are. I'll put the word out to a brother from another mother, and he will find. Marisol, what is your show side material? Because I think that makes a big difference. Mine, when I look at it, and I haven't been able to take it apart yet. I'm waiting for a tool that I'll order. But mine's, I think the whole front is G10. It's kind of like my Leon Ma Field Duty EDC, where you've got a G10 show side scale that's part of the back spacer. So I think this is just G10 without any liner running into it, which makes me think it's probably not nearly as smooth as if it had a titanium or aluminum scale on the front. And that brings me to my next question. So, Marisol, is yours, what are the materials on the show? And there was nothing about it that I found desirable. When I got the Grow, I kind of got it. And then the second knife I got, because I'm a smaller knife guy, was this little PT207. And I really kind of got the ergos then. But then when Paul Mills traded with me for the S&G, I saw it more as a knife. Not that I'm ever going to use it for that, but I almost just dropped it in my crotch. But I really, really appreciated it. But I used to not either, so I get it. I used to think, why would anybody? I've got 1 maker, 2 maker, 3 makers that there was a time within the last 2 years that I audibly said, I don't like their knives. I will never buy one of those. So there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, sweet, Anthony. See, that's, I think, the next one I'm after about, hey, Tank Tickler's here. He's braving the cold for us. Let me remove my knives and let's bring him to the stage. What's up,
Tank? What's up, everybody?
How are you, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
Friends I was talking about. Dude, I'm doing good. Sitting here in my Benchmade t-shirt or sweatshirt. Marisol was even saying he thought it was cool.
Oh, I've been listening pretty much the whole time. I think I missed the first 5 or 10 minutes. I had to eat and package some stuff up to ship out tomorrow. And then we talked to every evening we talk to my granddaughter on the phone on whatever they call it, FaceTime.
Yeah, FaceTimer.
And so we were talking to her, and then just got done doing that, and I figured I'd jump on at least for the last little bit.
Cool, buddy. I'm glad you did. Yeah, we were. I'd come up with a knife to give away, and I forgot what it was. What was it, guys?
Well, I know you did the roadie and something about a true son earlier.
We're gonna give that one away. That's the member giveaway. But there was
Okay.
another just right here. I'm gonna give away. This
Yeah, it was a little pixie.
Yep. I should go grab one that I'm keeping, the drop point. But I've got to figure out. Peace operator, you out here, buddy? You want? All right, man. If you have 10 minutes, we can do this giveaway. All right. So do y'all want to do the numbers game that everybody hates? Or do you want me to put a hashtag in the random comment generator and let the chips fall where they may? It's totally up to you guys. Did you see me show this little weird knife off?
I probably heard you because, like I said, I was doing other stuff and you were playing in the background.
This little thing, Boss Steed sent out little Christmas packages to people with little swag in them and stuff like that. And this little knife that, according to Lefty, it's called a Chickadee. It's not going to be released till early next year. But it's a small knife that's got thumb studs. Got a front flipper that you can flip in two places that are gemmed, either in the front or on the top. I didn't even do that fucked up where I stabbed myself in the hand. I'm not going to do it. And then it's got this little tiny rear flipper tab here that just blows up. And I guarantee this knife will be under $50.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a cool little knife. I've been impressed with their stuff, but and I was showing this off earlier too. Dave Warren sent me this to check out. This is a Tiamat, and I realized that this is a collaboration between Colin Mason Pierre, Half a Devo Knives, and Tuya Knives. See the little shield on it?
Yeah, I heard you talking about that one.
Dude, this one, I've also got a version 2 Paladin. I'm getting Jeff's tomorrow, his version 1, to see what's changed.
See, I was looking at that, and that looks like a knife that Jeff's got that I want.
Jeff's got
the blade does.
And the weird carbon fiber. His carbon fiber looks almost white.
No, it's a different knife. It's it's an MBK that he has that has a blade similar to that I want.
Is it the turbo?
It may be. It's got like a 4-inch blade.
Yeah, hold on. Let me show you this. Tell me if this is it. Because I've got a turbo.
It's got like a 4-inch blade on it, and that's the only reason I never got it is because the blade's so huge.
He's got. Now this is the knife I'm talking about. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jeff's got blacked out. He got it blade show. Then he's got a totally pimped out one, and then he's got one of these micarta and 128. What is it? ZDP one. What is it called? ZDP 189.
ZDP 189.
Yeah. So yeah, dude. Feel free to talk to me about this knife. I don't ever carry it. I didn't know you liked it.
Yeah, I do, except for the fact that it's got a 4-inch blade or close to it.
It's smaller than that, dude. It's 3.5.
How?
From here to here. Right at 3.5. So the whole knife.
Because I would swear that the one in
it's 8 inches overall. 8 overall with the 5-inch handle and a 3.5. Well, hold on, 3.5-inch blade. So the handle 3.5-inch blade, 4.5-inch handle, and the cutting
Yeah,
area is 3.25.
Kyle's right. That's the Peter Carey is the designer that night.
Action is next level.
Oh, I know. That's
Which is very similar to the Palladium. This action is next level, and I didn't get it when Jeff got his, but I see now why it looks funky. Why that's like a bird, because the slipper tab hides behind it.
yeah.
So it looks open. It looks badass. Closed, it looks a little, to me, odd. Doesn't it?
I mean, it looks like 5,000 other knives in a lot of ways. I mean,
What the thing that
it
is all
does.
my attention to it is this
All right,
little,
right.
little.
When you flipped it like that, I see what you're talking about. That difference between the little bit of a handle, a little bit of a guard, and the blade
Right.
difference in height.
It's just gonna catch the tab, so the purpose is there. I see exactly why Jim designed it.
Yeah, they wanted to hide the tab, but to me, it's not that fucking deep.
No.
But it looks a little wonky closed, which I guess really don't matter.
It doesn't.
If everything else, I bet it's more comfortable on your finger for hard cuts with having the handle. If it's all smooth across there,
it is, because the titanium's rounded, and you're not even feeling.
Oh yeah,
you're not even feeling the actual flipper. So the flipper's about a 1/16 of an inch behind the titanium.
But so I bet that's still more comfortable.
Yeah, and I think since it's a spear point, I think it's probably a tactical design. I don't know. But this grip, your hand's locked in.
That's still, I mean, a lot of times it doesn't always have to look perfect to be the most ergonomic and the most functional.
And they're all, that's what we were talking about earlier. Everybody likes different shit, right?
Yeah.
So did we decide if we want to do a numbers for the fixed blade, or did you want me to go in and put a word? We'll do hashtag. All right, a lot of hashtags. We're going to do that. And then hopefully everybody's entered the members, because we'll pull that in a little bit, but y'all don't have to hang around for that. Let's see. We're going to go hashtag no caps. No caps. I'm going to share it now.
Hey, Ant, I see that you and some of the others keep talking about pinky and ring finger and index and thumb. It's supposed to be 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. So whichever way you can split your fingers the best for that, Ant, is the way to go.
And that probably translates to grip strength, right? Depending on how you flex, I guess, your fingers up.
I mean, it depends on what she likes. You may.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. I'll tell you a knife I got that I'm very impressed with, but I haven't carried much. I put skiffs in it the other day. This little Demco cup.
Oh Lord, that's a new one, Kyle. I like it.
What did he say?
He said, I prefer 2 in the front and 5 in the back. I call it a minivan.
Lightning shocker. Honey Bear's playing for pizza. I love it. Yeah, I need to play for somebody. I don't know how to play for it. Let's go. Hashtag ENG. I won one of these one night in my own giveaway. Or
what did you win in your own give? How do you win in your own giveaway? That's kind of cheating.
Well, what I do is I give it away. Like I'm playing for Joe Isabella tonight. So
okay.
And you can do the same thing if you want to, Dark Gravity, or you can just enter. Paul Mills got in. I need to show you this too, Dark Gravity, because I showed it to Woods. This is the Quiet Carry Drift. I was a real late adopter on this because Tri-State hated it. I'm amazed at how thin it is. This is that ocean knife, you know, Van X and all that shit. Well, they make a Drift L, a large drift. So you can get one with the hole, but you can also get what looks like an OG Drift in a 3.5-inch blade package. It's just out of stock right now. And dude, this thing is ergonomical. I would imagine a large in your hand, and it's thin. It's TRM thin.
That's thin.
Yeah, I was kind of amazed, pleasantly surprised and amazed. You're welcome, Joe. All right, we got ENG for Kyle Cooley for teaching him about the minivan. He's going to go, when he disappears, y'all need to do a mental picture. We know where Dark Gravity's going. Tank Tickler is going to drive the minivan.
My wife might disagree with that, with the size of my hand and 5 in the back.
Yeah, you might call that the stretcher. How many giveaway people we got in? We got 60 in there. We got 90 in here. How many people has everybody gotten in that wants in? Byron got in. Good to see you, Byron. Mind of Milton, what's up, brother? Let me get that. Channel member Mark Parks. Channel member, what's up? I'm missing so many people. Nobody listens to Eric got in. Good to see you, buddy. And whoever wins this one, now this is unfortunately not going to be able to go to Canada because this is, I mean, I don't mind trying to ship to Canada, but it'll probably get confiscated because it's pinned together. There's no way to deblade it. I could call it a tool or a kitchen knife, but I don't know how that would work out. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. Let y'all know the challenges of that. And if you're in Canada, if you DSKFS it to somebody in the States, I'll find something else to send you, like a lamp, a light. What else I got? Oh, we got another guest. Look who's here. It's Pocket Metal. What's up, brother?
Not much. How you doing?
I couldn't tell if you were just
What up, Metal?
weren't talking.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Oh man, we're getting ready to do a second little giveaway, a little random ENG giveaway that he'd shared with me a while back.
Nice.
How have you been, dude?
All right. Same shit,
Good
different
work.
day.
Yeah. Yeah, I was having a life thought today, trying to figure out what I was going to do after the first of the year. Had a little bit of anxiety. Then I took a Klonopin and figured, fuck it, I'll figure it out. I always do. I had to. Has everybody gotten in who wants in? Because we can go ahead and let me see how many we got. And then we'll go back and check out the B-Up page. 71 entries. Are there any more B-Ups out there?
I wonder if Pocket Metal's looking at the chat.
Not yet.
What I miss? I'll highlight.
Oh, Kyle's roasting him.
What else is new?
Someone who can take 5. You gotta give some contact so Pocket Metal knows what you're talking about, what you learned earlier.
I learned what a minivan is, Pocket Metal.
Did you say a minivan?
Yeah, Tank Tickler thought he was sharp because he was talking about the what? The tank. What were you talking about?
Well, they were talking about some shit in the chat, and so I told them it was 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. And Kyle Coonley chimed in and says, I like 2 in the front and 5 in the back, and I call it the minivan. And so...
And we wonder why he's single.
And Kyle Coonley has someone who can take 5 in the back. Hey, Pocket Metal. So no moment.
What up, Illuminati Ninja? I'm gonna answer Mersalt's question.
Welcome, buddy. Put hashtag ENEDC.
Well, I can't.
Awesome. What were you gonna do? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
Oh no,
interrupt.
you're fine. I was going to answer Mersault's question.
Let me put it back up there.
Oh, I seen it. He was asking if I was looking for a Lego S&G or SMF. I'd like to have a Lego S&G, but right now with the amount of money that I've spent and my wife has spent, I'm just right now worried about paying the mortgage.
You said not worried about it.
You know, I mean, last week y'all saw
I don't know if Pocket Metal saw it.
the Sabenza that my wife got me for Christmas.
And you didn't know it last week because I didn't see the Tonto till today.
I held it up last week. I just trying to figure out this damn camera. But yeah, it's Tanto, bog oak scale.
Very nice.
And then I got a pair of Grease Point workwear pants. I got a pair of Ironheart pants and an Ironheart flannel and 2 Free Note cloth shirts. So yeah, I'm not allowed to get anything. Oh, and a new pair of Red Wings. And a Carhartt jacket from 1986. So yeah, I'm not allowed to have any new toys right now.
Did you come on the Carhartt or did you buy it on the secondary?
She bought it for me.
On the secondary, or did you find
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, she bought it from somebody in Wisconsin.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to pull. Can y'all see the giveaway? We got 75 entries there. I'm going to get out my little notebook because I have no memory.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to write down the MW Knife Works. Now remember, guys, you'll want to reach out to Joe Lancelot Leather and get a sheet. You'll carry it a lot more unless you're going to use it as a house knife. So this is going to be the MW Knife Works, and it's called the what's it called? Hell, it's got a name. I can't remember. All right, y'all ready? Anybody got an ENG EDC to get in? 5, 4, 3, 2. Good luck, guys.
Move my keyboard.
Tactical Terry.
Congrats, Tactical Terry.
Congrats, Terry.
Move my keyboard here.
And Bluminati just gifted you guys some memberships, I think. Bluminati, thank you, brother. Tactical Terry, I'm going to drop my email in here, my man. And all you have to do is shoot me just a mailing address. You don't have to give me any other information. And I will have it out to you tomorrow. If you don't get the email to me, that's fine. It just won't go out till Monday. gmail.com. And then I'll tell you guys who are new members. I just fucked that up. That was horrible. Gmail. It threw my .com. All right. That's right. Go up. I'm going to stick it there.
Oops.
All right, Terry. I thought I said it up there. Where is it? There it is. Boom. All right. Now I'm going to go see who Bluminati is going to be the beneficiary. Let's see here.
I just now saw Cheeto's new name.
I love Cheeto's names. All right, smooth name.
Cheetos to midnight. Oh, fucking shit.
Well, Bluminati gifted 5. K Mason, welcome. You are a new member. Thanks to Bluminati Ninja. Nobody listens to Eric was gifted a membership by Bluminati. Andrew was gifted a membership by
Someone's got
Bluminati.
a chip on their shoulder.
And then, let's see.
That's a great name.
Let's see. There has to be someone else. Let me find them. All right, so if you chat and you've got a little thingy by your name, you are also gifted a membership. Because I'm not seeing any others, but thank you, Bluminati. Dude, I hope things are going all right for you. But and 2 Cheetos to Midnight was gifted a membership. Kay Mason. And
Oh, my thing just moved.
who else was it? Who else was it? Somebody else. We gotta find it. We gotta find it. All right, I can't find it. I give up. Hey, check this out, Pocket Metal.
I got my pop-up chat right in front of our little heads off to the side. You could totally get rid of that thing since everyone said congrats to Terry.
Oh yeah. Cool.
I hate to tell you what to do in your stream, but goddamn if you did things right for once.
I put some tritium in my light.
I want so bad to care about tritium.
I didn't care about it. I was I had little slots, and they were smart enough to send little fake glow rods to show you where the tritium would go.
Right.
And then I watched a YouTube video. So not only did I buy 6 tritium balls for about $70, I bought some UV glue 1cc for $12, and then I used my Olight to cure it. And what was so cool about the UV glue is you can kind of feel the little channel and position your tritium rod in there, and it stays totally viscous until you're ready to cure it. And then you just put your Olight on it for 20 seconds. It's hard as a rock.
What?
Hey, Kyle, I used to wear lightning bug butts as rings and pretend I was like the Green Lantern or some shit. Kyle understands. Y'all may not.
We don't have lightning bugs over here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't fucking get it. I haven't seen one since we've been out.
I thought those things were global.
No. A lot of places they got killed off because people's pesticides and shit.
Yeah, we don't have them like we used to here because of pesticides. Because they spray for mosquitoes in town.
See,
like if you go out in the country, you'll see a whole lot more. But like here, living in town, you don't hardly see them.
Well, yeah, I mean, we live kind of very country-esque area ourselves, and but yeah, there ain't shit. And even you go out in the woods, you don't fucking see them. I don't know if it's Kyle says meth heads try to smoke.
I'd put a dent in the population because we used to run around the neighborhood with tennis rackets and take them out by the thousands. And then lightning bugs, we'd whack them with tennis rackets, and our tennis rackets would glow. We were kids.
Special place in hell for you, Javon.
Yeah.
We're going to Jeffree Star. We're going to be talking about that was a funny ass.
I mean, the whole thing with the ring, I didn't do very often. Most of the times, we just collected them, put them in a jar, and then it would be a competition. Who got the most?
Then you let them go. We let them go.
And then we let them go. We didn't run around killing them. The only thing you're allowed to run around and kill are flies and mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Flies because they're annoying, and mosquitoes because there is actually no ecological purpose for them on the planet.
I was unaware of that, but it sounds about right because they're just.
Well, I've heard that they're talking about super engineering them to be vaccination carriers.
Well, no, that would change the whole spectrum, but I don't want to get bit by mosquitoes for real then.
Well, let's not jump down the conspiracy hole right as soon as I get here.
I've been eaten alive by mosquitoes camping, and I think there's.
I question where Javon gets his news.
No, I was just joking, but there's very little use for a mosquito, and there are very few things that are as miserable than hallucinating in the woods and listening to mosquitoes suck blood out of you. Because you can literally hear a straw at the bottom of a Slurpee. You know, like, fuck. I've woken up looking like just In college, I woke up outside with that black lab beside me, and I swear I could see the ground covered with dead mosquitoes where they bit me during the night and OD'd. They drank my blood and their little hearts couldn't handle it. Before they could fly off, they just fucking died.
That's fucking classic. I'd like to have taken that version of Javon camping.
And what Mersault said is true too about mosquitoes.
That's true. And that's typical.
But
ticks aren't good either. Do they give any
That's
purpose?
true,
Is there any
Ginger, for
purpose
sure.
to ticks? I mean, they spread Lyme disease. They seem pretty worthless.
I don't know. I just know and this is actually real news, is that the state of Florida is researching some way to make male mosquito, something that has to do with male mosquitoes where they can't reproduce anymore. And that's where I heard the whole thing about mosquitoes serve no ecological purpose on the planet whatsoever. They don't pollinate. All they do is spread disease. There's really no functional purpose to them.
But Ginger, bats do need food. That's one of the bats' primary food sources.
See, I don't know if it's I know supposedly bats eat them for food, but I know the bats where I live at seem to eat more fucking moths because there's no shortage of mosquitoes. And I don't know. Maybe it would cause ecological damage to the bat population in certain areas because you killed off the mosquitoes. I know in fucking Alaska, and despite the fact that it's in the freaking tundra, they have the greatest mosquito population on the planet in Alaska. I think I've heard Russia and Siberia is the same way.
I wonder if there's so much sitting water that when it's warm enough that all that water can become breeding grounds, because that's where mosquitoes come from. Like a trash can lid full of water can breed. I forget how many mosquitoes.
I don't know. It just I just don't like them.
No, anything with blood is kind of creepy. I told y'all about
it's only the female. It's only the female, and it has something to do with her laying eggs.
Well, you can't tell if it's a male or a female when they're flying around. You can't see their wang. I heard that the ones that make noise, and this is probably a lamb's tail or wives' tail, but the ones that you hear buzzing in your ear are the males that can't bite you. But the ones that you can't hear bite you.
I don't know.
The males allegedly buzz. I think they used to just tell us that at camp to make us quit worrying about it.
I love. Someone else was like, females are bigger, but unless you have two of them landing on your arm at the same fucking time, it's they're neither one of them are that much bigger.
Black widow spiders are massively different in size. The male looks like a tiny little fucking thing compared to and I can't imagine chicks being good for anything. Come to think of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I know
spread disease. So
the only thing I've ever got from a tick is Rocky Mountain spotted fever. And so,
hello, Joe.
And I can tell you, when it was going on, it wasn't that freaky, but I think it's because my brain wasn't working right, which isn't necessarily abnormal. But when your fever's 105, I think your brain really starts to get kind of squirrely. But looking back on it and realizing, that sitting there for 2 days with a fever of 105 because you're belligerently telling your wife, no, I'm not going to the fucking hospital, it's kind of dumb.
Hey, Joe, shoot me your mailing address to the email I just threw up on the screen, buddy. I've got some scales for your Adam that I need to send out now that Christmas is over, and I'll look for your address. I didn't have it. No rush. If you email it to me by late tonight or early tomorrow, I'll send them out tomorrow.
What up, Joe? Hey, Joe's here, Javon.
I know. I just reached out to him and told him I put the address up.
Oh, I wasn't listening to you. Sorry.
All right. Nobody listens to me. Okay. That's why I have so many people tune in, because I'm just like yapping to myself. Yes, Wombat. Lyme disease is a shit. I haven't had it, but I know somebody who did, and the symptoms are like the gift that keeps on giving. And speaking of mosquitoes, I had my college roommate, best friend, Griff Law, his mom, about 15 years, about 8 years before she passed away, she got encephalitis, which is a swelling of the brain, which you get from mosquitoes. And then they were able to cure her, or not cure her, but get her treated for the encephalitis, where she lived with all these crazy symptoms for another 8 years and then passed away from encephalitis complications. So yeah, there's no good that comes out of mosquitoes or ticks, really. I think Rocky Mountain's kind of like Brokeback Mountain if you don't wear protection. Salmonella is nothing to mess with, Josh. I've had it too. I mean, it'll liquefy you.
John can't afford liquefaction. If he lost 22 pounds, there would be major fucking problems.
Walk out at 511 today because they sell 28s on their website. 2830s is what I wear.
Yeah.
And the only thing they keep in the store are 3030s.
I told Lori that when I got home, and I was like, because she asked me where we met at, and I was like, we met at the 511 store. Because she asked me what I was doing at the boot store, considering I just got those Red Wings a few days ago. But I told her, I said, well, John wanted to meet at the 511 store. And then all he did was bitch that they didn't have pants that would fit him. Because they don't carry 28s.
But I know they fit me because I've ordered 2 pairs because they have 2830s on their website. I guess they're smart enough to know why would I keep that in the store. And I looked at every bin of pants, and the lowest size was 30s.
Well, most of the time when you get to 28,
did you check the
you
children's
actually go, that's what I was used to say. You actually end up in the children's section once you get to 28.
No, because when you go to the boys Husky, it's a totally different ball game, man. You got to put a pillow in your ass.
That's the relaxed fit boys. You need the regular fit boys. I know Levi's makes a 28-30 in boys because I find them all the time.
Boys aren't the same 28, are they?
Yeah, it's 28-30 length.
Well, I buy 28-30 Levi's from Walmart.
Well, I didn't say you couldn't buy it in the adult section. I'm just saying that they also tag them as a kids section.
Well, I need to check on the kids. I think the zipper would probably leave a lot to be desired.
Well, they may come with the snap button instead of the regular push-through button type deal. I don't know what they call the push-through. So it may be that, you might do better with the snap button.
I can get by the snap button, but bear salt possums are the best animal we have in North America. It's the only marsupial. They eat thousands of bugs, ticks, grubs, all kinds of shit. And they are totally laid back. You see those videos of possums all pissed off? But that's just because somebody's got them trapped somewhere and their babies are in there, like under a grill or something. You see those videos. But
John, you're not
like a month ago out in the driveway, and he just stopped and looked at me. And we're like from me to the screen. And I checked him out. He checked me out, and he just walked 2 steps under my truck, laid down, and went to sleep like a dog with his head on his paws. I thought it was the coolest animal ever. I'm pro possum.
Yeah, we like the possums too. We have a bunch that hang out front. They're always out there stumbling around on the porch.
My mother-in-law's got pet possum.
I don't know if he was joking or just curious if he was either saying you should check the 18 to 24 months or if he was curious if that's what size you wore 5-door for that.
Hey guys, this is my graduation weight. I put on weight when I was married. I guess just extra weight, but I'm the weight that I've always been. I've always been.
Yeah, no. I've definitely gained some weight since I graduated high school. That's for goddamn sure.
Oh yeah,
I'm another human being.
I'm
an extra Javon and a half since I graduated high school.
It's funny because you think I would be really big because I was a little manorexic in high school because I was a competitive wrestler. So like my freshman year, I wrestled 98 and I had to lose like 6 pounds to get down to 98. My sophomore year, I wrestled 105. I lost about 12 pounds to get down to 105 and had to keep it off. My junior year, I wrestled 112 and I was close to that weight. And then my senior year, I got a little bigger, wrestled 119, and I was about always 8 pounds over. It was a little different than jumping off the ropes, but it was definitely it was a sport that was a pain in the ass.
I think someone said when you competed, you have to compete primarily against the female wrestling team on the other schools.
No, we would just be on the same weight. So there were when we went to the state tournament, there would be 90-something kids that weighed 98 pounds or less, and we'd all be in one section of the Coliseum, and you'd be kind of smart-eyeing people, wondering who was going to fuck you up, down the road. It was nuts. I was like a little booster, man. I didn't have on my singlet. I wore my headgear because I didn't want cauliflower ear, and I wore wrestling shoes with no socks like Mike Tyson used to because I was a fucking intimidated. I sent James video D2 the other day. Let me see if I can find it. I'll share it with you guys. It's hilarious.
I had to gain weight after I got out of school to actually join the military.
Oh, really?
Yep. Because at 6 foot tall, I had to weigh at least 145 pounds. And so I actually had to gain like 5 pounds to get to join the military. Because I played soccer my whole life from the time I was 4 years old all the way through. And I played year-round soccer.
He was our heavyweight, and he had to do that. He had to gain 10 pounds every year to get up to heavyweight. And then he'd never be that weight when he wrestled, but he was good.
But yeah, I gained the 5 pounds, but when I quit playing soccer, I didn't have a problem gaining weight.
Because you weren't all those calories.
Yeah, I mean, because I played soccer even when I didn't have soccer practice or soccer games. We would meet at the college and play soccer just because. Every day. We get out of school every day. We would go to they had, soccer fields set up at the college. We would go down to the college and play soccer until, whenever, 6, 7 o'clock. And then go home and do, whatever. But we did that every single day, me and a bunch of guys that I played soccer with. And then, as we started getting more and more Hispanics moving into the area, we actually had more people to play. We would actually have legit games where you'd have some of the older guys standing on the sidelines cussing at us in Spanish. We didn't know what the hell they were saying, but we could understand them pointing and calling. We eventually started learning, how to communicate, and we started playing with a lot of those guys, and that actually made us better players. Because just like, just like us, they grew up doing it.
Where's that goddamn video, guys? I'm scrolling through my messages because I know I sent it to James, and I'm not finding it. And it's so goddamn good. Where is it? Better not be that message unavailable one.
I needed to scroll up past that stupid heart so I can see what kind of shit Kyle's talking.
Hold on. All right.
I saw Sharp Guy said that for $50 an hour, Javon will show his knife collection wearing a singlet and wrestling shoes. 100% chance you'll find something you like. Patina said that's racially insensitive. Us Mexicans are great at other sports too. And then he said, just kidding, no, we're not.
I mean, come on, basketball doesn't count.
You can search reels. Why isn't that letting me search reels? All right, damn it. I'm trying to find a classic video. I'm not finding it. All right, I'm going to have to.
Fucking Christ.
Fucking no, did I send it to you maybe?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about 90% of the time.
Let me look.
What are you talking about, John? We're over here reading
some video or something.
I'm going to show you this video, this little.
Oh, I thought you were.
He's a little, not wrestler. He's a jiu-jitsu kid. And it's his intimidating look. And he chases this kid around the ring and then just fucking slams him.
Terrence just sent you a super sticker while you're off jerking off, looking at messages,
Terrence, thank
not
you,
paying
brother.
attention to your audience.
Terrence, thank you, man. I appreciate you, dude. You did not do that, but it is well
Oh
appreciated.
fuck!
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I promise you, if I find this video, y'all are gonna be like, "Oh, so glad you showed me that." And I thought I just sent it to him. So maybe it's one that's message unavailable, which why would that be? This is the this is
One
the
thing-
kind of thing y'all show. Check this out.
Hey,
Don't-
Patina, one thing I wish I still had, though, from back when I played soccer was all the gear.
Oh,
shit.
He didn't look both ways before crossing.
good lord!
That's the kind of shit that comes up on
Fucking
my
Christ,
feed,
man! That's
dude.
like just watching someone die without knowing that's gonna happen.
No, he didn't die. He bounced
How the
off.
fuck do you know he didn't die? He just did like 20 flips because he got hit by a truck.
Say, check this. This is bad.
It did not end well. Did you check on him in the hospital?
I did. I didn't even in high school. This is the best.
He was trying to make it home safe.
He was trying to make it home, man. He was sliding in the home plate, wasn't he? It didn't work out too well for him.
Oh, fucking
Kind of
shit,
that
man.
me and this is the kind of stuff that me and Jay send back and forth to each other. Check this guy out. This is guy's Darwin Award.
I don't think you want to see Javon's search history. It's gonna be this kind of shit. Torture porn and fucking makeup videos. Fucking Christ.
That's just fucking hilarious, dude. But I've got to find the kid because the kid is. And we said
Oh my god.
Little wrestler guy. All right, I'm gonna give it one more look, then we're done. Then we're gonna do a giveaway. So
Yeah.
y'all, where's it? When I go on my phone and I click on Reels, I can search Reels. For some reason, when I click on Reels here on my desktop, there is no search.
Is your phone being used right now?
Yeah, my phone's being used for my camera, even though I'm not using it. I can take it off. You're right.
My phone's being used for something that's not being used for.
Yeah, well, it was
Because you can then just send it to yourself or send it to somebody.
That's what I'm gonna do. But believe me, y'all do want to see it. I'm not gonna go to feed it after talking this up so much. Let's go back to discard, search,
Jesus
wrestler
Christ.
kid or jiu-jitsu kid. Where is he? Where's my little man? All right, let me type in one more word. Intimidating.
Oh, for Christ.
Tim is dating. Oh God, where is he? I'll have to go back to James's messages and see if I can find it in there. The other kid's parents may have taken it off. That may be what happened. That may be why it's showing that.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you'll send somebody something and this was taken down for some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if they, because the other little kid's just terrified, and the one kid's just stalking him around the ring, just looking at him, just real slow. He's like 3, and he looks like your creepiest MMA wrestler. And the kid keeps backpedaling, and he finally grabs him and throws him and instantly pins him.
No, I'm laughing.
Here's, I found it.
The other shadow of death. I take a look at my life and realize because I've been sitting laughing so long.
I really wish you guys could see Chamiette dancing to that music in the background right now.
That's it.
You better watch that where you're walking. Or you know, I really hate the trip, but I gotta know. Because I see myself in the pistol smoke. I'm the guy that
All right, we got to find the big one now. Even though we'll get Coolio scrap.
You're gonna get copyright.
Yeah, I'm going to mute it though.
Fucking
So what I'm going to do
stricken.
is I know it's in the messages. So I'm going to forward it to my.
I just have the overhead light on. I usually turn it off. That's why it's brighter in my room right now.
So now I can go to my messages and the one I just sent to Pocket Metal. And here it is. All right.
Did you send me something? Oh, you did.
All right. You don't have to watch it though. Hell, I'm about shit.
Someone said that's your weight class, right, Javon?
That's what. What? Oh. You got to watch him walk out. Hold on. Little dude's backing up, man.
That face.
Yeah, look at the face, man. He's just like stone cold.
He's mean mugging.
And watch when he gets him and grabs him and pulls him back in the ring. Come back in here. Come back in here.
He started out with psychological warfare.
Oh, yeah, that's what he said. Bro won before it even started.
He said judo toss.
But to be honest with you guys, my first wrestling match, I was about that age. That's jiu-jitsu. That's not wrestling. But
there, fuckers. Is that better? Tired of listening to y'all fucking complain.
so hopefully y'all can now doing that. Thank you, Terrence. All right, guys, we're going to do a member giveaway. I think everybody. Never saw Javon needs to go back to work. I know what I wanted to show you guys. I've got some stuff coming in from the Beat Up store. I've got it scrolling, and it's also in my link list, top listing.
Yeah, I'm going to add some more shit to that this weekend. That's one of my weekend goals.
And I've got this sweater coming, or sweatshirt coming in. And Pocket Metal, if you would do the hugest solid whenever you get time, if you would throw a Beat Up on one of these, I think they call this the classic hat.
Did you say flaccid?
Classic.
Oh.
I'll send it to you off my store, but it's a great quality hat. And I think Beat Up on there would just be freaking awesome. All right.
Snapback trucker hat.
I've got to find y'all talk amongst yourselves for a second because I've got to go make the video private so I can draw from it.
Patina said he could kick that kid's ass.
I think I could take him, but he would definitely. I'd be dreading it.
I'd love to see Javon run out on the floor when two kids are wrestling.
Dude, there's some video somewhere of me
Grab
getting
them, throw them.
ass kicked. All right, let's open that. And now I'm going to have to go to studio.
Listen, if you post the picture of the knife fully opened, it's a wider shot. The reason I post the pictures at half stop is because you can get more of the knife in the photo.
Now say that again.
Jesus fucking Christ. It's called taking advantage of the amount of space you're given. I always, 90% of the time, I post photos like at half stop of the knives instead of them being fully opened, because if it's fully opened, it's going to take up more shot than if it's at half stop. So you get a tighter shot in the Instagram photo. It's fucking, what's his name was Kyle.
A real camera to make that work, right?
No, it has nothing to do with the fucking camera.
So
Something I've wondered with that though too, pocket metal, is if that prevents the AI from finding your knife.
I don't think that's the problem. I for one, until I say this and then someone gets pissed and sends me in. I never got, me or Chamie yet never got fucking any kind of restriction on our stuff. We never got hit once.
I hadn't either, but I don't post nowhere near like anybody does.
Yeah, I don't do it as often. Especially right now.
Lives, is somebody said something about reach, and I think when you're talking about tactical knives, reach has its advantages. That's a long freaking knife right there.
It's only tactical if you actually carry it.
Or if you actually use it. I had to Google what is tactical.
If it's sitting in your drawer, it's not helping much.
No. Mine's actually tied to my table leg. Right,
is that a swayback?
I am showing 76 comments. 76 unique comments. So trust it. What's up, brother?
Hey, pocket metal, do you see Anthony's question?
What up?
Anthony was asking you about the pocket knife you pulled up, asking if it was a swayback.
Oh yeah, it's the last GEC I dropped or grabbed from. I feel it was like a month or so ago when they did that.
I couldn't tell I had answered because you're about this big. You're itty bitty. Yeah. So the knife is really itty bitty.
The last they had. I'm waiting for the fucking big sod busters to come out. The bull busters. They've dropped a few places, but and then maybe because they did a Christmas gift for some of the distributors, and it was a TC15 with a sheep's foot blade, and that would be fucking amazing if they actually did that as a run after they do the bull busters. But I don't know if that's actually going to happen or not, or if they just had extra parts left over.
All right, we're still at 76 comments, so I'm gonna share the screen.
People seem to think that because I have a very strong dislike to Jack Wolf knives that I dislike all modern slip joints. That is not the case. I just think that they're overpriced.
All right, kids. So remember, I'm going to share again, but this is for M390 Badass Tucson. Pocket Metal, you see the one I got today? The Tucson?
No.
I knew it will eventually be a giveaway knife. Check this out.
I'm going to search what you just said. Can I highlight
and it's got carbon fiber. It's got a stamped titanium clip. Got a deployment hole. And it's got a big belly, tall flat grind.
Yeah, that's a quite a tall blade there. I'm going to Google this real quick and see.
M390. It was $99 before I put in my discount.
I thought he done pulled out a Tom Mayo when he showed it to me. I thought he was really starting to spend some money.
No, I've got to pull away by it.
You got me, Terry. I don't like that knife, but it's not because it's modern. It's just because it's ugly.
My brother from another mother.
No offense. I'm pretty.
Lefty's live last night, and everybody was talking about how much they like your natural voice. I think I missed it when you and Kara were on, but people were like, man, why didn't Cole use his voice? I'm glad you dropped in, brother. I'm glad you're here, buddy. And I'm telling you, the people want the natural Cole voice. It's soothing. They like it. All right, guys, I'm about to share the screen. We've got Steadfaction in what, about 30 minutes? Y'all keep me on time.
I just saw Joe said he got a 21. Which version did you get? Which covers did you get, Joe?
Good luck, everybody. And remember,
I can hear Kyle's normal voice in my head right now, and it's kind of creepy.
Backwoods Blades 330 is.
I gotta say, it's one thing that I'm covered up by a comment, but it's a completely different level of something. That this is the one that it is.
Congratulations, Dr.
Hold on, since I dropped in on brother.
Congrats.
I'm gonna throw an email in here. I don't think you're in here, but I'll reach out to you.
I can't even. Oh, Backwoods Blades.
Or if you watch it later, which I don't know why anybody would watch it later, but evidently people do. I don't watch it later. I'm mortified. Congratulations, Backwood Blades. And his comment was, I hope I win, which makes me think that's awesome that he won.
My comment was that you got the date wrong.
I did have the date wrong. I didn't know I had the date wrong. I had the episode wrong. I was like 20 back. I dyslexic my numbers. Backwoods, let me write that down, then I'll stop sharing. I'll stop sharing, go back up here. Yeah, Backwoods.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I ordered something else, guys, that I've got coming in. I'll show you what it is. It might be here tomorrow. Congratulations, Backwood Blades. I love it when we got a first-time winner. I love it when we have a 10-time loser. You're not going to lose out next time, Ginger Fisher. I know it. I feel it, buddy. You're getting close.
Don't feel bad, Ginger. I never win either.
I never win. So this is the knife that I got a Oak City leather sheath for, but this is my T. Denny Apprentice. It's a little thin, bag to cut slicer made by a guy named Tyler Denny. And it's great for opening packages, cutting through duct tape. And this is an acid washed with Camel micarta. Well, he just came out with a Gen 2 where he actually uses Torx to hold on the handles. I don't know why, but that's one of the upgrades. And I'm getting one in satin and crew wear that's being shipped to me. Hopefully I'll have it tomorrow.
I gotta tell you, I always love when Javon's like, it's great for opening packages. Motherfucker's sitting on like 3,000 knives that all seem to be great for opening packages.
I'm not a hard user. I don't know if you saw my short.
I know. And the rest of America is still using this.
I had a guy tell me today that this is an old video that it was useless. So I just I said, I totally get it. That's why I bought it. But I did a short the other day where I took my tripod out in the yard and hacked down a big hunk of bamboo, big thick thing of bamboo. And
that fucking knife, that knife in my screen is as big as John's fucking head.
It is as big as my head. This is the biggest knife. My 4max is a little bit longer, but if you look at them in terms of mass, there's no bigger knife. This is the biggest knife I own.
That's exactly correct, Ant. If a knife can't open a package, it cannot be considered a knife.
But I am loving the Clydesdale. Have you tried this? I'll send it out to you to check it out.
One of John's videos this week, I don't remember which one, what knife it was about. He even fucking he went into a detailed clarification of, I am not a tactical guy. I literally just open packages and cut paper. I mean, he got into a detailed explanation of justifying his opinion on the knife based off the fact that he cuts open Amazon. He's an urban. I forgot what the hell he said. Something had to do with living in a city.
Urban EDC guy. And if you read my intro, it says I'm a knife guy, and all I'm going to be able to share with you is how knives make me feel. I'm not a hard user.
Yeah,
but when I use my knives, I knew that there were people that I would watch to get certain bits of information, and then stop. There are people, and I tell them, go watch Stasa, go watch.
Well, the thing is, the way I look at that is they can fuck off. I mean, you can talk about whatever you want to with the knife. It's your fucking channel, and you shouldn't have to justify it.
I know, but to me, it's just the way I roll. I mean, it's just
who said that you had? I must have missed something there. I was reading shit, and evidently my ears don't work while I read. All of a sudden, I look up and someone's like, "They can fuck off," and I'm like, "What did I miss?"
I
Who
did
can
a,
fuck off? Recap.
I always talk about it in my videos that I'm not the guy to watch if you're looking for
Yeah.
about how this knife's going to work after 1,000 cuts, right?
Well, see, the way I look at it is make them watch the whole fucking video to help your analytics to figure out what the hell you're up to. And if they want to complain about it, don't even bother listening to it or reading it. Just whatever.
That's my New Year's resolution. I don't look or read comments just by because I've got so many that I've not read. Every now and then one will pop up on my screen and something, negative that I feel like I need to just go, hey, thanks for watching the video, because that's my standard response. When somebody says you're a fucking prick, thanks for watching the video. But yeah, I've got to do better at getting in the comments.
But see, that's the thing is, if they comment and say that you're a fucking dickhead or a puss because you don't use your pocket knife to chop down oak trees,
oh god,
they're still helping your analytics. So let them complain. Don't let them click off. Let them complain. Then they help your analytics because it's engagement.
If I was worried about my analytics, which I should be, and if I was a good YouTuber,
yeah, you're unemployed. You need money.
I should be. But I'm missing the biggest part of it, the two-way conversation. And I can keep two-way conversations going on Instagram. For some reason, it's just so overwhelming on YouTube because I want to respond to every comment.
Well, all right. On Instagram, you've got what? I don't know, 5,000 followers. What? I don't know what you got.
4,200.
Huh?
4,200.
Okay, you got 4,000 people that are potentially going to see it. On YouTube, you have millions because people will randomly find your shit. But like I said, because if somebody looks up the knife you got in your hand, if you're the only person or one of two or three that have done a video on it, then they're liable to watch that video. The way I look at it is if it pisses them off that you live in a fucking city in the damn, historic district of a damn town and don't do nothing but cut shit that whatever you find that's sitting still in your house, you're not out chopping down trees with your, buck 110, then that's great because it boosts. But I'm just saying it boosts your analytics.
Who uses
Let
a
them
hollow
complain
blade for chopping down trees? Come the fuck on.
Now I used a buck 55 to skin a tree, and it killed the tree, and the tree died.
So it can be done. Do y'all know if Erica changed her channel?
I got my ass whooped for that. My mom still has that knife and won't give it back because I killed her tree when I was like 5. I was like 5. This is over 40 years ago. My dad took me to and I've told this story on here before. My dad used to have to go pick the ammo up for the TVA police, which is who he worked for. And the place where he'd go pick up the ammo for their training and practicing and all that, they sold knives there. And so he bought me a buck 055, and he bought my brother a case that was the same size. I don't remember what the case is called, a little lockback case knife. And I proceeded, I don't know how long after I got the knife, to skin the tree in the backyard.
We got to pause. Kyle says, does anyone else get super hard when Daddy Gravity says, buck 110?
Well, I'm glad I'm helping you out, Kyle. But I sat there and skinned that tree, and it died.
Oh, yeah.
And my mom took my pocket knife and still won't give it back.
My brother would have skinned that tree. I was a big brother, though, and I was a bad brother. I would have made my mom and dad convinced it was my little brother.
Well, see, my little brother at the time was 3.
Well,
he didn't even have no business with a pocket knife. But my dad,
shit.
Because mom will always take your side over dad. I learned that early on.
But no, my little brother was 3. I was 5, and my dad's at the damn gun store buying us knives. That tells you how redneck my family is. And I was allowed in the backyard alone with that knife at 5 years old.
But you were also taught knife safety probably right away. You were taught how to
Now, at some point in that time frame, I got in trouble for chasing my little brother with a big kitchen knife, pretending like I was Jason. Because somebody done fucked up and left a satellite dish where I could watch Friday the 13th. And so I was running around chasing my little brother with a kitchen knife, pretending I was Jason.
See, parents don't get the whole pretending part. What they're thinking about is, oh my God, I've seen movies about this horrible shit. We got to get Dark Gravity in therapy. He's going to kill his little brother. We've been too nice to him.
Well, now, see, that would happen if it was today. I would have been in therapy at 5 years old. But what happened then was that I got my ass whipped with a fucking spatula to the point where I could probably barely walk. I do remember getting my ass whipped with a spatula, but I don't remember if I could walk or not when it was over. And needless to say, I don't like spatulas. But, I mean, that's what happened then.
I don't like getting whacked with a hand, much less anything attached to a fucking hand. Anything attached to a hand, my dad was a belt, and we had a weeping willow tree outside of our house, and I would have to go get the fucking weeping willow thing and take the leaves off.
Yep. I had to go get my own switches, too.
We got beat with a Hot Wheels track, the bendy rubber thing, and it had 2 ridges on the end, and then your ass would have 2 cut lines across it from the
little joiner thing here, so you get that good square.
No, the joiner wasn't there. It was just a piece of the track, and it sat on the hutch right behind the kitchen table. It was just always there, and we got it like at least once a day. My mom said she had to beat us once a day to keep us regular.
And see, we all turned out fine.
Exactly. We need more of that. Well, guys, everybody head over to Satisfaction. I don't want to slow anybody down. And you know me, I'm going to have to go run and grab some food.
Did I get their notification? Oh, yeah. Well, I got it. They don't start for like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that.
We'll stay till 11. I always like to give people time to pee, rub one out in Kyle's case, and get ready.
Kyle's been going at it for a while. If he ain't finished yet, he's just beating rope.
I'm really impressed with this knife, though. I was, again, aesthetically, at first it didn't do anything for me, but it is just a cutter. Oh,
he's going to cut some paper.
I think Javon missed this stage of life.
Box cutter.
Man, I tell you what, it cuts like a razor. Holy shit. Who would have guessed?
Therapeutic cutting, but it makes no noise going through the paper.
I haven't been to John's house in a while, but I bet it looks like the fucking Super Bowl there. Goddamn confetti, paper shreds all over the floor.
Keep them swept up, but it does. I have to sweep them in my little dustpan and carry the dustpan with the broom on top of it as one small one so it doesn't fall off, and dump them into my trash bag.
Update: Kyle said he finished as soon as Dark Gravity said his name. He's gonna record that and have that shit on repeat.
We used to get the Board of Education. Mr. Ford used to have one, and he had holes drilled in it, so it would be air would go through it. So
I've got
education with the holes.
I was telling Chamiette the story. So my sister was like the bus monitor and like a hall monitor when I was in elementary school, and that bee got me in trouble. So I would have to go to the principal and get beat. And the guy actually busted out laughing, and he's like, "You got your own brother in trouble? you."
That's so funny. There's the money
person.
That's hilarious, dude. Did she do it?
I didn't know I did an impersonation of Javon.
No, man, I used to, because that was our choice was, at least the choice that we were presented with was you could either take the licks or we're going to fill out this pink slip and you're going to have to take it home to your parents and bring it back signed and it stays on your permanent record. That was their stick. And most kids would say, we'll take the licks. And thinking back on those must have been some sadomasochistic assistant principal.
And what's funny is there's no permanent record of how many ass whippings you got at school.
No, they don't exist. And why would I care if I took it home? Granted, I would hope my parents would say, "Well, you stepped out of line. You need to have your ass whipped." You know. But nowadays, sure, kids would be like, "I'll take that home. We'll come back and sue the school."
Yeah.
I just think it's hilarious. I could picture Pocket Metal showing up at his Harvard interview. And Mr. Metal, I see you got 75 ass whippings when you were in high school. What the fuck's up with this?
They stopped doing the ass whippings like after elementary school. I think that's when, for us, the time it switched over.
Ours was 6th or 7th grade.
Ours was all the way through high school. All the way through. And I'm talking bruises on your fucking back of your legs. I mean, it was like crazy shit. But it was always because of fighting in school, being disrespectful in class. And like, if you just got sent to the principal's office and they hadn't seen you in a week, if you were like I had ADHD, so I'd have spurts of being disruptive. But they called it a school disciplinary form. So we can present you with the disciplinary form and you can bring it back signed tomorrow, or you can take your legs. And there was no paperwork on the legs, which to me seems kind of sus.
He just wanted to smack your little ass.
No, they never made us put the down. My dad was like, showing my ass.
All right, think about it. Nothing in society has changed for thousands of years. Only difference is now it's the internet, so everybody's getting fucking caught. And so there's just as many pervert principals and teachers today as there was when we were in school. Ain't none of it changed. It's just publicized now. And so what it was is your vice principal was just a little bit, he was a little sweet on you and a little bit, he liked that little sadism thing, had a little sadist streak in him, and he just liked smacking your ass.
I never got offered to get out of the licks for a blowjob, though. I kind of feel slighted.
No, but he still got the licks.
Oh, fuck.
No, dude, it was crazy. But I fell down a rabbit hole because since I started watching my makeup channels, where I'm getting shown people that are getting pulled over for some reason for DUIs, and the whole premise is rich people who think they're too important to go to jail, or famous TikToker who thinks they're too important to go to jail, and it's body cam footage of somebody getting pulled over, wasted, and saying, "Oh no, you won't."
That's propaganda. That's trying to make you think that they're doing a good job because there's so much footage of them out there doing fucked up shit that's getting played now. So now they're doing all these videos where it's going to be nice. And
there's channels on the fucked up shit too. There are equal opportunities out there. What I find funny about it are these people that are so absolutely wasted, and they're like so fucking belligerent. Like, "Oh no, you're not." I'm gonna call one girl. She's like 20. She's like, "My dad owns this island. Let's call him." And so the dad shows up out there, and the dad's like, "Look, I can't do anything for you." To the daughter, gives her like this big, "You're over 18. You're going to jail." But daddy.
I like it when they slam their face into the windshield. But hey,
I think out the Burger King crown with his beer, running for his house, catching the taser when he was about 50 feet away from the door.
The thing is I can tell you from experience that door doesn't mean shit.
No, he'll come right through that door.
They'll come right through that door and still give you your bracelets.
Did you see the caption on that video?
But at least my car made it to the driveway and didn't get towed, so that saved me $200.
Exactly. But the caption was "human lawn dart." Because he's running, and then he goes, "You're fucking stiff."
But like I said, if they're that close behind you, you're still going with them.
Yeah.
Unless if you're drunk.
What I learned from watching this one side of this police interaction is once they read you your Miranda rights, they're not doing that for sport. They tell you at the time, that doesn't mean you're going to jail. But when I got my DUI at 18, I knew when the Miranda rights came out, I was fucked. That's what I said. I'm not talking no more. We're not friends. We were friends up until you read me those Miranda rights.
I don't know. I think once you get handcuffed, you're not friends anymore.
Yeah, we ain't friends.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes handcuffs can be very friendly.
If used in the right hands. If used in the right hands.
You know,
I'm gonna let y'all go so we can go get to Satisfaction, and so Dark Gravity can go inside where he won't freeze. Marcelo Sauce is hanging with you, brother. Tell Shimiette I said hello.
Will do.
Tell Miss
Good
good
Lois,
to see y'all.
love all you guys.
Good night.
And like
Good night,
always,
everybody.
please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each
Everybody
other.
out here.
Show
Patina said,
love in your heart. Debate, not hate.
Patina said